Day 7. I can't believe it's been a week. What? So we're heading out to the beach for a morning walk. Someone's excited.
Someone is always excited when you say W-A-L-K. Look at that sunrise. Lighting up the sky. You can see the outline of the mountains. Is that a bird? Ask. Is that a bird?
We've been searching for seashells by the seashore, and we found some seashells.
It was my mission to find a full sand dollar because there are little pieces of them everywhere. And finally found a whole sand dollar! It's so beautiful! We are also noticing that this type of shell is very common on this beach. This isn't even the biggest one we found, which is crazy because whenever I've gone to the beach, you find ones that are like an inch that are full. That's like a huge deal. Alaska is pulling like crazy because she wants to get all wet and dirty, but it's not happening this morning.
She made a huge mess in our place last night. Every place I've ever stayed on at the beach had a place where you rinse all the sand off yourself or your dog before coming inside. This place does not. So it just gets all up in our bed. We just found the jackpot of those bugle-shaped shells. Show them the big one you found.
Oh, so this was the giant one we thought was like one of the biggest. And then we found this one, which is like almost double the size. And then this little guy right here has what I think are considered crustaceans on it. Jordan's convinced that there's snails or something in this, so I need to release these back into the wild. Hopefully that alone doesn't kill it, if there's something in there. So far, we have been in the state of Sonora, which is humongous. Huge. We still haven't left, and it has been a week of us driving every single day.
And driving south every day.
So what we've noticed so far with these restaurants, shocker, they're on the beach, so they sell a lot of seafood. That comes with a lot of citrus, which I'm a huge fan of the citrus part. I love
it's so good.
Lemony, limey, tart flavors with some salt. It's delicious. A little bit of a problem I'm having though is as a vegan, that makes it difficult to find anything that I can eat. Now occasionally I will jump off the wagon and eat something like crab because it doesn't seem to bother me. Up to this point I haven't really explained, but I have a ton of food allergies. I am gluten-free and vegan, and I also have to avoid onion, sesame seeds, and peas. So it can be kind of tricky. The reason I think that I'm dealing with these allergies is because we recently learned I'm dealing with heavy metal poisoning, specifically mercury toxicity. I'm sure you're wondering, how on earth did I get so much mercury in my body? It's causing me all these symptoms. I had to take time off of work. We've fled the country. Well, we're not sure. It could have been from mercury fillings when I was little. Could have been from an environmental factor. My mom is convinced that it's the old dorms that I stayed in when I went to ASU, which my dad also stayed in when he went to ASU, if that tells you how old they are. But it's impossible to tell, to determine the origin. But I need to try to avoid seafood so that I don't have more mercury entering my body as I'm trying to detox it out, which is a long, taxing process that requires me to take about as many vitamins and supplements as a 95-year-old woman. But can a girl just get some freaking fruit around here?
I know, I just want to go to a restaurant and order a plate of fruit. But no, it's just seafood.
Just seafood.
Mostly ceviche.
And not even vegetables either, but we're making it work. I did not anticipate what a rarity and a treat it would be to find coffee conveniently located anywhere. It seems like that's not a thing. I'm not sure if Mexican people are just not ever caffeinated, don't like the taste of coffee. Maybe they have some other great alternative. I need to find out because my caffeine needs are not being met at this time.
You don't want to be around her when she hasn't had her coffee.
Bye. So in our last video, we were walking along the beach and talking about how each restaurant that we've been to has predominantly been seafood, and that's not really perfect for my food allergies and restrictions. And we were thinking, we've been going from place to place, city to city, staying one night or 2 nights max. Our last place we stayed 2 nights. Here we're staying 2 nights. And it seems like we're heading to some destination that we have predetermined. But in actuality, we've decided that we're just gonna wait until we feel like a place is right for us. That has been the case in the past in other instances. For instance, we were looking for an apartment or a condo where we were going to live together, looking at a bunch of places, and nothing really felt like it was the right fit fit for us. It was too small, it was too expensive, it was outside of the range of the location where we wanted to live. We sort of felt like, well, crap, we're just gonna have to settle for something. And then all of a sudden, we saw this place, but the realtor wasn't getting back to us. We just had some rice brought out. I had this yesterday, and it looks like it's plain, but it has so much flavor, it's ridiculous. So anyway, we were kind of losing hope. The realtor wasn't getting back to us for this last place, and we were thinking we're either gonna rent here or from another one that was a little bit too expensive and a little bit too small. Well, she finally got back to us. We went and saw this place, and immediately we were like, this is the place. This is where we're going to stay. It fits our needs, and it was close to a bunch of restaurants that we liked, including our first date spot. So it was like, this is perfect. We just knew right away. And it occurred to me that we've been going from town to town. It doesn't seem like there's grocery stores that are conveniently located. We haven't noticed that there's fresh produce and whatnot. And with the restaurants being mostly seafood, it just seems like, well, we just haven't found the spot that we want to settle into.
There's gonna be some place that, as we're traveling along, we're like, yes, this is it.
We're just gonna know. It's gonna feel the exact same way as with the condo, where we stay somewhere, an Airbnb or whatever, and yes, we can walk to all the greatest restaurants. They have things that both of us can enjoy. Hopefully going to have as great a view as we have right behind us.
We want it to be near the beach. We want it to be walkable.
Probably not looking for a touristy destination. Both of us are kind of a little bit more on the introverted side, and we just like are having a close group of friends and people that we interact with. So I imagine that is right down the road, just a few days away. But onward we go, traveling farther south. Our favorite thing, experiences. And even with both of us, it was just a cluster, and I was like freaking out.